time to make a play on it. That's exactly what this defender did. He showed the reaction time he needed and the hands to bring in the interception.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That is Ferguson in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on first down. 15 yards to pick up. Good for a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Now Richardson. Got him left side. It's caught. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Richardson. This one, uncorked, looking for Woods. And he will score. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Indy. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Jags first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to sprint them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They put Wilson in motion. A first down throw for Lawrence. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This one from 52 yards away. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars are back within 5.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. All the way across the field to the left, and somehow it's complete. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And no run back here as this 3rd quarter begins with a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. The carry here for ETN. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Lawrence now. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, here's Etienne. And I don't think he got there with that one. We needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and a yard. Williams gets it from the pistol. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Jacksonville.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
From the gun, Richardson. Catch made. That's Woods.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll go. Richardson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
On first down, Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for two. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42. Richardson going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
Richardson to throw.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Colts. A big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw, it's Richardson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, here's ETN. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down,
That is Ferguson in motion. This run straight ahead for ETN. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Lawrence. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now here's Lawrence. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line, but now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
And that is incomplete. The 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Now he'll run.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. They put Wilson in motion. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Going up top.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here's first down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Here's first and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Colts. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot